Hello. I'm so glad you came. Must be Sunday, the beginning of a brand new week, or the culmination of a glorious week. Your choice. But my first order of business is always to welcome you. To welcome you to Sunday, a special day. To welcome you to the Advancement Center, a very special place to be, and also to your world of magic and miracles. Now, miracles are very common in our language. Everything's a miracle. You're right, everything is a miracle. The fact that we could see it is a miracle, feel it, enjoy it. But the meaning of a miracle is when something just is so wonderful that everyone stops, looks at each other in amazement and wonder and happiness. And that's where you're catching all of us today, because we have just experienced a miracle. Yes, our wonderful Amy and Daniel have just delivered unto all of us the miracle of their new son, whom they've called Gabriel. And that's the miracle. Yeah. It just happened. And as a matter of fact, well, here, I'm going to read you something, and maybe that'll give us a little introduction to the meat of this message. Now, as some of you know, I write to Simeon in my journal. Simeon is Robert Young's twin brother who lives in another realm, but is very present. Okay. He's so present that when I write to him, he writes back immediately. So this was, yes, I wrote this morning. Dearest Simeon, I was lost in the words? Well, how about woods of thought, and lost my mooring until there was a break and a new one entered the scene. Yes, the birth of Gabriel, the miracle. And believe it or not, I can't read the rest of my writing, but he did answer me. He said, Dearest Barbara, you are the miracle, recognizing herself and everyone else as one. You are blessed, as we all are, in your presence. We love you, and you should also, as Robert does. Okay. Thank you very much, Simeon. But the main focus here is Gabriel, a new one in our midst. And Kathleen is the first friend we made when Robert and I came from Australia. And Kathleen's daughter, Amy, and her husband, Daniel, are celebrating the arrival of their son, Gabriel. What a wonderful name. And I'm going to read a little bit of what I wrote, because the meaning of Gabriel in all religions is one of the highest ranking angels, often portrayed as a messenger of God. Messenger bringing good news, purity, strength, and guidance from our origin. And recognition of this shared origin melts away all differences. And cause for anything other than peace, harmony, and goodwill. Gabriel heralds newness. Adrian, in his broadcast just yesterday, trumpeted the arrival of peace on earth, and his grandson, Gabriel. So that's why I'm really very excited to celebrate the arrival of Gabriel, the arrival of our family, strengthened by love, support, cooperation, and a whole lot of miracles. So please count yourself as one of those miracles. It's very important that we don't deny the miracle of our own beginnings, and that we're here and we found each other and we continue to celebrate. And as a celebration and a recognition, I'm wearing powder blue because of Gabriel. I would like to read my favorite poem by William Wordsworth. For this, I think I'll put my glasses on. Can you tell I'm happy? This is such a joyous day. Yes. And I'm congratulating the mama and the papa and the grandma and the grandpa. And here's the poem. And all of us, because this applies to each and every one of us. Our birth is but a sleep and a forgetting. The soul that rises with us, our life's star, hath had elsewhere its setting and cometh from afar. Not in entire forgetfulness, and not in utter nakedness, but trailing clouds of glory do we come from God, who is our home. Heaven lies about us in our infancy. Shades of the prison house begin to close. Upon the growing boy. But he beholds the light, and whence it flows, he sees it in his joy. The youth who daily farther from the east must travel, still is nature's priest, and by the vision splendid is on his way attended. At length, the man perceives it die away and fade into the light of common day. So, little Gabriel, you're making us all so consciously aware of our own origin, because you just came from there. And there is happiness, holiness, and what we're all about. Yeah. We're all original masterpieces. Yeah. So much to say. But with the arrival of Gabriel, opens up the palace doors of memory, because in each and every one of us have memories of powerful times of joy, happiness, sharing, wishing, dreams coming true, and new dreams forming. And they're happening. Change is coming. Change is in evidence. Every new birth, every new thought, every new friend, every news telling of progress. We are here to validate the magic and the miracles with a constant emphasis on possibility and growth. I think I said last week, the more we love a tree, the more it flourishes. The more we love a child, the more it flourishes. I don't need this because I'm not reading anything. It's all well and good to talk about everyday things, but every once in a while, you're taken to a new place, a place where you're riding on the waves of things happening, and you're recognizing another one riding in the same direction. And then you reach out and they take your hand and you can ride the waves together. There are all kinds of ways of living your life. Living your life expecting nothing but the best. Living your life and seeing advancement in all of humanity. As people wake to the reality of the magic of life itself. a birth of a baby boy, and he's eager to learn and to bring that eagerness into our lives. The happiest times are the new times when there's a new awareness, a new ability, a new love, a new outstretched hand to take and dance together. So I'm just celebrating Gabriel of what he has in store for him, because he has certainly arrived at a most loving place, surrounded by family, by the extended family, and that includes all of us. And I know that you're picking up on the joy. When there is a birth, there is a possibility. And may you all have nothing but wonderful possibility every day in your life. Because every day is new. Every day holds secrets to be explored, to be enjoyed, and to share, which I could do right now. And Mandar, if you've been here before, know is my art instructor. And he and his family have taken a trip. So right now they're in Portugal. And so there was no art class. And I said, there has to be an art class. If it's not a class, I'll take out the pastels and see what happens. So you may recognize this, and then again, you may not, but it was inspired by an invitation of the Advancement Center. So here it is. It was a totally different experience for me this week. I didn't realize I was such a good student following the teacher. And when the teacher wasn't there, I had to call upon my own inner teacher. And that's interesting because we all have an inner teacher that we can choose to listen to or not. But we here at the Advancement Center have amazing teachers, and teachers in the form of experiencers who have experienced so many things and share the fruits of these with us all the time. David, on Monday and Friday, gems of wisdom that move us all. And Tuesday is Genya, as we've watched her move through all her life experience and come out in a celebration of giggles and joy and happiness with her newfound life. And then David again on Friday, and Adrian on Saturday. One message. Love your life. It's precious. And extend that love to all by wishing everyone a perfect life, perfect health, and an amazing future. Welcome, Gabriel. Congratulations, Amy and Daniel and everyone else. I love you all. I am Barbara.